Good evening, and thank you for joining us. We're going to begin with breaking news on the biggest and most complex vaccination program in American history. Tonight, a CDC advisory panel has just approved a plan to give the first doses of coronavirus vaccine to healthcare workers and people living in nursing homes. That means that if the FDA approves the vaccines it's reviewing, as many as 20 million Americans could begin getting shots just 2 weeks from now on December 15th. Still, experts warn that won't be soon enough to stop tens of thousands of Americans from dying from the virus, which is now spreading out of control. Tonight, New York City is advising older people and those with underlying conditions not to leave their homes, as the rate of infections there continues to climb. And with hospitalizations hitting another record high today, the nation's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, is suggesting some areas may need to consider new lockdowns. And then there's also that breaking news tonight out of the Justice Department, where the Attorney General, one of the president's most loyal defenders, now says he's found no evidence of fraud that would change who won the election. That's another blow to the president's attempts to overturn the results. We've got a lot of new reporting for you and your family tonight. We've got our team there to cover it all. CBS's Mola Lenghi is going to lead off our coverage tonight from New York City. Good evening, Mola.
Well, good evening, Nora. As cases continue to surge across the country, folks continue to wait in line, some for hours, just to get a COVID-19 test. This as tonight we're learning who the CDC is recommending to be the first to get vaccinated.
Today, an official roadmap to ending this pandemic, as members of a federal advisory committee officially voted 13-1 on who should be the first in line. First up, our healthcare heroes and nursing home patients ravaged by the virus. 24 million Americans who could start getting the first doses in about 2 weeks. Once approved by the FDA, the first batch of Pfizer vaccines is expected to be delivered to hospitals on December 15th. The first batch of the Moderna vaccine a week later. From there, states will use this roadmap to get the vaccine in the arms of Americans, which is expected to take about 5 months. Dr. William Schaffner is an advisor for the committee that voted today.
What are you still concerned about?
Delivering it in the United States alone to 330 million people will have to be reassuring, will have to be persuasive. There are people who are skeptical, lots of people.
The next phases, expected to begin in January, will focus on the 87 million essential workers, teachers, police, firefighters, and workers in food production and transportation. Phase 1C will include adults 65 and older and those with high-risk medical conditions, more than 153 million people.
This is the most complicated vaccine campaign in United States history.
Dr. Tom Frieden, the former CDC director, says there are a lot of challenges in this rollout.
And unless Congress provides substantial funds to state and local governments, there's going to be a lot of difficulty getting this vaccine used as soon and safely as possible.
Ohio Governor Mike DeWine has a plan in place.
The National Guard is in charge here. They have been practicing. They're ready to go. This is necessary to get them out to the smaller counties.
Well, it'll be up to state officials in each state as to whether to follow CDC guidance throughout the rollout of the vaccine, which, as you can imagine, will be a daunting responsibility, considering health officials say at least 70% of Americans ultimately need to be vaccinated if we're going to flatten the COVID-19 curve once and for all, Nora.
Mola Lenghi with that long line in the cold tonight to get tests. Thank you.